Hi guys, welcome back to my next video. This one's a little bit different. Usually I'm obviously showing you my kind of sales that I've had recently. So this video is going to be the 10 best ways to find stock to flip on eBay. I'm not going to be just throwing you the generic ones like everyone says. Obviously charity shops and car boots are going to be in there, but I'm going to tell you different kind of items to look for when you're out and about as well, and just show you some different ways of sourcing. So let's get into it. The first one is actually a tip that I haven't really heard many people talk about. This is finding independent owned toy shops, independent owned like hobby shops, collectible shops and that kind of thing. I'm not talking about your Toys R Us, I know that's not there anymore. Smiths, Entertainer. I wouldn't go into them kind of shops, not Argos or Tesco. I mean obviously they have some clearances, but a lot of people jump in on them and it's kind of a race to the bottom. But for quick flips, to go for the independent shops. You can find retired Lego sets, you can find puzzles that aren't actually made anymore. So if you're selling on Amazon as well, they'll be doing a lot better. Gibson's puzzles, if you know what they'll look, I'll pop them up here. Originally, they came with a plastic seal on them, so that's how you'll know if they're older or not, because now the more modern ones are just sealed by a circle sticker. So if you find ones that are plastic sealed, you know they're older ones. Little tip for you there. And I've recently picked up these, as you'll see. I don't know which side I'll put them, but I picked them up yesterday. They're Call of Duty Ghost figures from Modern Warfare, something like that, made by McFarlane. I brought 3 of them yesterday for £20 each, and they sell easily for between £45 and £60 each on eBay. I'll personally be selling them on Amazon because they go for around 75 to 100 each, but even just flipping them back onto eBay would make me some great money. And let's move on to the next one. The next thing is talking to people. Sounds obvious, and it takes a little bit of courage, but if you can go to a charity shop, if you can go in and tell them what you do, 9 out of 10 times they'll be happy for you to do it in there. And if you kind of tell them that you've got money to spend, that you can spend anywhere from £200 to £1,000 a week in there, that's probably more than a lot of them make every couple of weeks, maybe more than some of them make in a month, like £1,000. So if you can go in there and say you've got money to spend, don't be arrogant about it. Just tell them what you could do. Be nice to the people. Kind of assess the kind of person you're dealing with. If it's an older woman, kind of talk to her softly. Ask her how her day's been and all that. Just try to be nice to people. A bit of gratitude and just being nice to people goes a long way. Talk to people at the car boot sales. If they see you buying more than one of an item, tell them what you do. Say, have you got any more of these at home? I'm interested in buying more of them. Then hopefully, and make sure you get their number, because if you just give them your number, that's probably got a success rate of 2 every 20 people will actually call you back. So if you get their number, you can text them later that day and say, what day is best for you? Can I come have a look at the stock you've got? And that kind of thing. So talking to people is a fantastic way. Like even talking to your family and your friends, just tell them what you do. They'll be able to find some stuff around the house that they want to sell. You can offer them a price. Easy way of getting stock. Also, recently I've been talking to the other resellers that go around the car boot sales, because I sell on Amazon predominantly, and most of the people who go around my car boots either sell on eBay or trade stuff into CEX. So I've just got talking to people, and I've actually made a few deals with them recently. Got a couple of guys that go around and just trade into CEX. And I can beat the price most of the time, so there's another supply of stock coming in, and it's just another way of making money. Next one is obviously car boot sales. The best way to find stock. It's the cheapest. It's the best way to make contacts. But I think the best tip you can do is be that annoying person when the car first turns up. If you've got the confidence to just say to the people, have you got video games? Have you got football shirts? Do you have old toys? Ask them for what you're looking for. Some of them will tell you to go away or that they don't have it, but a lot of them people will just be happy that you're asking. And you can just be like, okay, I'll just wait for you to set up and just stand there and wait for them to get out of their car. It can be a bit annoying, but that's the way you're going to get the stock first before anybody else gets to see it. Next one is quite a cool one. This one is all about eBay local collection. So when you're selling on eBay, if you do it for local collection only, you're not going to get as much money for your items as you're only selling to your local area. If you're selling to everyone, obviously anyone on eBay can buy it, because I'm sure if you're selling a table and you've got a local collection and you're saying in London, someone in Scotland isn't really going to drive down to pick that up unless it's like a masterpiece, like a beautiful piece of furniture. But for your run-of-the-mill kind of stuff, people aren't going to travel for it. There's this app called BidKit, I'll put it here. Pretty much you just put in your postcode and you put your radius of how far you want to travel. If you can't drive, you can still get a bus or a train and pick up the stuff. Go through the categories. I think you can do a maximum of 50 mile of radius on that app and go through the categories and see what you can find. I've had some crazy deals. I had my best Lego deal ever. The first deal I paid £30 for around 200 sets, brand new, and I made thousands on that. And that was from the BidKit app. I don't know which side I'm going to put it, but yeah, that was from the BidKit app. I've also had a vintage, like retro video game bundle from that, and it's just amazing what you can find on there. It just has to be done. You have to have this app installed. It will make you money. Another thing is sniping on eBay. So when I first started, I'd just be going through stuff that I'd sold before. I'll just find it on auctions. There's another website, I'm again not being paid by them, but it's called Gixxon. It's an eBay sniping software. You just have to make an account and link it to your eBay, and pretty much it's like £6 a year, which is nothing, and it just bids last second for you. So you don't have to be up in the middle of the night, you don't have to be ready, you don't have to set alarms, and it will just bid for you. All I do is I go through my items that I'm interested in, whack them on there, don't even put them on the watch list. If I win them, it pops up on my eBay. If I don't, I'm not worried. So if you can build a kind of sniping list of items you're interested in, it will help you get more stock to sell on eBay. Another thing I've been looking into recently is advertising on Gumtree. Gumtree can be crazy for deals. Obviously it's less popular on Facebook Marketplace, but a lot of people still use it. And you can actually pay on Gumtree to advertise for stuff. So you can do, I recently done one for wanting to buy printer inks, because it's boring but there's a lot of money in it, and I paid, I believe it's £5 to have it at the top of the search for a week, which is a fairly good deal to be honest. So I think experiment with that. Put that you want to buy Pokemon cards, that you want to buy sports cards, that you want to buy cameras, and that you can pay by PayPal and get them delivered, or you can pick them up cash in hand, and you'll definitely get people contacting you. Put your number on it, put your email address if you want to do that, but you'll definitely get people contacting you. And again, another way of finding stock. Next one is reuse shops. So at your local tip or recycling centre, they'll have a shop there, most of them, which is just from the stuff that people are throwing away. Again, get talking to them in there, because some of them can be fairly expensive, but if you get in with them, they'll cut you deals. But I found some amazing stuff there. I found an Age of Empires Mac PC game. Paid £1 for it, and that actually sold on Amazon for 60 quid, but I believe it goes for around 30 on eBay. So obviously get in there. You can also find sealed board games there. You can buy used board games. Board games are crazy, don't overlook them. There's a lots of money to be made in them. Even just your run-of-the-mill Monopolies you can get a tenner plus post for, as long as they're complete. So always look out for board games, and always check out your local reuse shops. It's a great way to find stock. Next one is a little bit different. I actually saw this on Chase After the Right Price. He's a American reseller who sells video games. I'll put him here. But yeah, check out his videos. He done a post on Facebook where he was trying to trade a Switch Lite for other video games or Pokemon cards. And he's done it on his channel a lot of times and made some good money. So I thought I'd try it out in the UK, whack it on Facebook, see what happens. I had a couple of bad offers where people were just offering me like a PS2 or a Nintendo DS for the Switch Lite, but I had actually had one that came through which was a bit insane. It was when the Pokemon card hype was about. I got a full base set, including a Charizard, a full Fossil, and a full, what is that one called? Jungle. Full Jungle set, as you'll see in the video here. I swapped it for a Switch Lite, literally just went to Argos and brought a Switch Lite for 200 quid and swapped it for the Pokemon cards and made over £1,000. It's actually mental. The person actually dropped the Pokemon cards at my house. He was over the moon to get a Switch for it. So it's definitely something you should try doing. I didn't think it's going to work in the UK, but it worked for me. And I haven't actually done one since. I'm probably going to whack another one up this week now it's reminded me. But it's another way to find stock in a different way. Next one is another one kind of like the toy shops earlier, but this is high street clearances. You've got your Robert Dias, you've got your Boots, Superdrug, Lloyd's Pharmacy, that kind of thing. and also the independent shops like I was talking about earlier. Also Lakeland, go into them kind of shops and look at their clearance section. You can often find some crazy deals in them places to flip on eBay. It's not as flooded as the Tesco's, Asda's and that kind of thing, although you can still find deals on like inks and that in there that will flip quickly on eBay. Be open-minded to what's in the clearance section, even if you have never sold that kind of thing before or just haven't ever thought of that being worth money. Look it up on eBay. It only takes a couple of seconds and you might be surprised at what you can flip for profit. Down to our last two. I'm actually running out of camera battery, so we'll do these ones fairly quick. We've got contact your local house clearance guys, because they obviously get a lot of stock in. Say you're looking for books or video games, DVDs, that kind of thing, anything that you're interested in selling, clothes, that kind of thing, and just literally go on Google, find the local ones, to just email all of them. Some of them won't reply, some of them will deny it, but at least one of them will message you back saying, yeah, I can do a deal for this. Say you can go and pick it up from them, because obviously they're busy people, but try and build contacts like that so you've got more people finding stock for you. Last one is discontinued beauty products. So I follow a woman called Thrift to Travel, I'll put her here. She is in America and she goes around buying all the discontinued beauty products. I will give you a few things that have been discontinued recently. You've got this Maui product and this Maui product. I actually flipped the body lotion for £40 a bottle on eBay and I paid £8 each for them. And the curl one has just been discontinued and is selling for around £20 on Amazon. So it's kind of one to put away in the cupboard, and when it stops being available on eBay you whack it on there and get like £20 to £25 a pop. So that's been my 10 best ways of finding stock on eBay. I hope you found it helpful. There's a couple of different ones in there that not many people seem to tell you about. If you have any questions about eBay, drop me a message. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you on the next one.
Hella shameless, necklace on me decorated. All this got me feeling jaded. Hold up, I'll be waiting. Bad thing on my radar. Told me that I'm in a playlist. Flower bomb, she a lotus. Got me thinking that I'm famous. I remember when I prayed for this. No sleep, cause I'm anxious.